do this video and I want to talk about it. I call it the OJ Simpson black athlete reality. It never went away. You know, when that buffoon coon Jay-Z did that story of OJ and tried to mock OJ because of how OJ played the game and the system, and I didn't like the shuffling and bucking. However, ask yourself, how can anyone say anything when the majority of them still do that? The Kyrie Irving thing should kind of tell you that right now. That the whole thing that Kyrie just went through should tell you. You know, some people ask, well, how come Michael Jordan never got held to account because cats saw he made shoes? He was a $1 billion conglomerate for the plantation. But he got a blueprint from OJ. They all got a blueprint from OJ because even the so-called controversial player was still commercialized. People forget that Muhammad Ali was commercialized in TV and film. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was commercialized in TV and film. Jim Brown was commercialized in TV and film. You know, you're not, but so much more. Dr. J commercialized too. Reggie Jackson commercialized too. Now, the brothers stood out for certain things and spoke out on certain things. However, don't get it twisted. You know, when the great Eddie Robinson, Grambling State University, the winningest black head coach ever, and one of the greatest coaches ever, said that OJ opened up the floodgates for the commercial crossing for a black athlete to mainstream lives. You see how these cats are. Now, they may not come out and say, I'm not black, I'm OJ, but they're basically saying, I'm not a threat, I'm for the green. Basically the same thing. But people don't hold it accountable because it's not, somehow it doesn't get put in that context, but it means the same thing. Because you ask me, cats talk to an extent, but they're not going to do what Kyrie Irving did. They know that for all the hardcore posturing and tats and what have you, a couple things. They're not going to work together with other black businessmen and put something together. And they're not going to speak out against the establishment. So how are they any different than OJ's philosophy and how he got through? Because if you're bought and paid, you're bought and paid. You see. And it has nothing to do with being aware as it is about getting that bag. So basically, when you think about it, the OJ Simpson philosophy and style, blueprint, ain't never went nowhere. The few that went against the grain got ran off. There have been people who've had conversations and talked. But you ain't never had a so-called great athlete that was a threat to the establishment. Think about it. And no one's going to really ever budge that plantation. So I say the OJ Simpson method, sad to say, but it still is what they do. If they're endorsing shoes, they're endorsing the product, they're getting corporate, like I said, the corporate plantation to sell their souls, sell themselves. They're not themselves, they're about the green. Well, they're in the same boat. The OJ Simpson blueprint is still alive and well. And allow these athletes. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. And feel free to share the video. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and I welcome so undisputed. But I'm telling you, I've been watching it, and they speak selective, but they're not a threat. Not a threat. I'm out.